Hello, hello, hello. Okay, cool. Mic's working. Audio's working. Should be good there. Let me see how much space is on my computer really quick. Alright, it should be good not to run out of space while I'm recording. Okay, open my stream. Okay. Let me situate my stuff here. Mic should probably be a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, so today we're probably gonna do all of the Elite Four, which is Snattle, Gorigan, Eldis, and Ardos. Hopefully none of those are endurance battles, because we're not prepared for that. Now, first thing we need to see is if Bennett can learn Taunt, because that's part of my big plan for Snattle. I decided to plan part of it off stream, but I'll do the rest on stream. Because I want to do the rest on stream because that's kind of like part of the fun, and so you can see my thought process. Game looks terrible today, or maybe it's my eyes? No idea. Get some berries just in case there's some that I need that I don't have. I got a lumberry, not sure if I had one of those. Probably pretty useful. This Mantine is just such a bad encounter. Kinda nervous. But we're not even there yet, we still got like a trainer or two left. Let me just get the best. Actually, let's just start planning for this next trainer. Who should be Cassie? She has Blissey, Pidgeot, Walrein, Lapras, Piloswine, Glalie. Largely ice-based team with a Blissey and a Pidgeot. Pidgeot is super scary. I'm not sure I have anything that can just kind of get rid of that thing. This is kind of a gross team. Oh, they don't have the Glalie because I caught it though. Blissey, Pidgeot, Walrein, Lapras, Piloswine. If only I hadn't killed so many Pokemon before. Alright, let's go to the PC really quick. Okay, so Alolan Marowak may be decent here, depending on how many water moves they have. Two of them have Hydro Pump. Okay, no, Alolan Marowak really bad here, just probably gets one tapped by like their whole team. Okay. Nidoking bad here. I don't have like anything to deal with water types, do I? Starmie maybe gets the job done, but they probably have Freeze Dry if I had to guess. Just a second, sorry. Okay. Back to the discussion at hand. Blissey, Pidgeot, Lovrina, Lapras, Piloswine. Starmie probably outspeeds and helps kill a lot of these. We have to watch out for Freeze Dry from Walrein and Lapras. Does Pidgeot outspeed Starmie? Let me see the calcs. Starmie has 115 speed. I think Pidgeot has like 125? No, that's not what I meant to click. 101. Wow, Pidgeot's slow. Okay, we definitely bring Starmie. So I think we lead probably Umbreon, Starmie with a Focus Sash is just not that good, so I think we lead the Berry that reduces ice moves. We probably don't bring the Mantine, I would imagine. He's just not going to be good for anything. Mantine just gets destroyed by Freeze Dry and one-tapped. Muck is okay. Suicune's okay, but again, Freeze Dry. Interesting. We don't bring Aerodactyl. It's kind of a difficult team for me to fight, actually. I'm probably just gonna end up poisoning a good amount of them. We probably don't give them Drizzle. Magmar's really fast. Maybe if Magmar learns Thunderbolt, we bring him? We can switch him in on a Freeze Dry. An Aura Sphere probably kills the Piloswine. Oh no, we just use a fire move, right? I think we actually bring Magmar with a Berry to reduce water moves. Muck is just generically good, doesn't really get hit super effectively by anything but the Piloswine. But he's more specially defensive. He's probably like the only decent choice I have. I could also bring Suicune, which is probably fine. Suicune's probably a call, and then I don't think Shuckle comes to this fight. Probably just dies. Is this the team? Banette, Umbreon always come. Starmie outspeeds and kills, hopefully, most of them. Magmar can switch into the Freeze Dry. Suicune, generic water type. Once the Freeze Dries are gone, it's good. And then Muck hopefully puts them to sleep, and then just like Thunder Punches maybe, or something. I don't know, I think this is fine. Only thing we have to watch out for is Freeze Dry, I think. So we're going to Ice type move we'll give to Starmie. And then the water type move we'll give to Magmar if we have one. We don't. I feel like it's kind of not as great. Yeah, I don't have one of the water ones. Does somebody else have one? Maybe Aerodactyl? Maybe Nidoking? Let's see if Nidoking has it. Pashoberry. Yep, that's the one. So we give it to Magmar. We don't bring Nidoking here, and then we pick Muck back up. Okay. What is Muck's special attack like? Definitely not as good as a physical attack. Okay. So Magmar definitely gets Thunderbolt if he can learn it. Cool. Alright, so we have Umbreon, Wish Protect, Snarl, Toxic, great. Reflect Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, fine. Scald, Recover, Thunderbolt, Psychic. Instead of Psychic, I think we go Freeze Dry, if Starmie can learn it. Although, I think all of their water types are also ice types. Water, ice. Yeah, so that's not worth. Okay, let's see the rest of the moves. Suicune also has Freeze Dry, that's unnecessary. I think Chesto Resto Suicune is probably fine, but we need to give it Snarl again. So we're gonna give Suicune Snarl, we're gonna give Muck Thunder Punch if he can learn it. Snaryu's fine. Alright, cool. Excuse me. I've never used ICU in a single time yet, so let's get rid of that. Also, I think I actually teach Calm Mind to Suicune if I'm using Rest. That way it has some extra staying power. Probably only needs 2 attacking moves at any given time. And those moves are always going to be like Scald Snarl or Scald Ice Beam, more than likely. Yeah, definitely Calm Mind. I think that's it, right? Just double check. Wish Protect, Snarl, Toxic, great. Reflect, Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, fine. Scald, Recover, Thunderbolt, Psychic, sure. Or Sphere, Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Overheat, great. Rest, Scald, Snarl, Calm Mind, Protect Yawn, Gunk Shot, Thunder Punch. I think that's the best we got. And then she also has a Blissey, which I have not accounted for at all. We're just going to capture it very easily and not struggle with it whatsoever. That's the plan. I need to bring these to Lvl Cap really quick. I wish it was a Alolan Muck instead of regular Muck. I think he's way cooler. Alright. I need to roll my encounter now to see if we get Blissey or not. Because I don't think I did that at the end of the last run. But, I mean, actually, I can pull up the wheel of names right now and it'll tell me. Mouse, please. Alright, so it looks like the last thing I rolled was this. Let me pause my dolphin really quick, because it's actually going to have a stroke. Okay. So, next encounter is going to be, nope, this one. Blissey and Rock Pokespot. Obviously, Blissey, please. Cool. We won the 50-50. Great. Alright, who are we leading here? Definitely Umbreon, and then probably Starmie, I want to say. Bennett could get the light screen up, which is fine. Actually, that's probably fine. But then if Bennett switches into... No, I think that's fine. I should leave this. Because if Bennett switches in, or Bennett switches out, rather, they could have targeted with Blizzard instead of Freeze Dry, and then I'll use the berry on Blizzard on accident. And I definitely need to use the berry on the Freeze Dry. Alright, so hopefully this next trainer is the Blissey trainer, because that's what we have. Let's just double check one more time. Blissey, Pidgeot, oh, Pidgeot's scary. That's why we're leading. Starmie for sure. Pidgeot, Walrein, Lapras, Piloswine, Blissey. My guess is they lead Walrein with Aurora Veil and Piloswine that probably has like double speed in the ice or something, or the hail rather. Alright, whatever. I think this is a good lead. Double check the items. Leftovers, Yachi Berry, Wide Lens, Pasho Berry, Chesto Berry, Citrus Berry. Cool, should be okay. It is indeed Cassie. Blissey Pidgeot is probably best case scenario. I'm not sure what this Blissey can do, but hopefully it's not a lot. Okay. We're going to immediately Toxic the Blissey, and we're going to Thunderbolt the Pidgeot, and it's dead. It outsped me. Didn't do any damage. Don't confuse me. That's bad. Okay, that's really, really, really bad. And that's really annoying too. Okay. So I guess I have the worst army in the entire world. That is unlucky. What is the plan here? I obviously have to... That's so bad. That's so bad. I have to switch into something that like takes a hurricane maybe, I guess. It probably misses this time, all things considered. I think I just go into Suicune here. I think Suicune's fine. Double heat wave, no burns, we're good. Both -1. Great. Great start. Don't do a lot of damage somehow. Okay. Cool. That was such a depressing start to the fight. I want to go for a Calm Mind. If I get confused, this is really bad. Does it always cause confusion? Okay, and I hit myself. Hold on, let me look up Hurricane. This move is insane. %30 chance of confusing, by the way. Okay. Citrus Berry? Nope, Suicune's dead. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I think Regirock was better for the endgame Copium. Snarl Light Screen. Dude. Okay. Not only is it hitting all of these Hurricanes, it's confused me 3 times in a row. This is insane. This is insane. Alright, I have to go for the capture now, so this is just protect, and then a Shade Ball onto the Blissey. It might die to poison this turn. I can't believe Suicune is dead. Cool. Lapras comes out. I don't know what the Lapras wants to do here. Let's look it up. The Lapras probably wants to... Do they have a light screen up? I don't think they do. The Lapras probably wants to set up light screen or go for a kill if it sees one. It might see a kill with Hydro Pump onto Banette. Probably not, especially after a -1 Snarl. If I get that off, but I think I want to Wish here. Because if Umbreon dies, I'm actually cooked, but if I get Hurricane confused into double into hurt myself, then Umbreon maybe dies. So let's see what happens, shall we? And we'll go for a Hypnosis on Lapras to make our odds slightly better. Okay. We break through the confusion and hit the Hypnosis. Fantastic. Steel Wing. Okay, this Pidgeotto is just basically AFK now because I put it to -2. We're gonna protect, right? Can't believe Suicune died. That's so bad. We're gonna switch to Starmie and get the Wish, actually. And then just Shadow Sneak the Lapras, I guess. Alright, Pidgeot withdraws for Walrein, that kind of sucks. Snow Warning activates. I'm confused. I hit myself for like the 13th time this fight. Very, very cool. Wish comes true. And now I'm gonna get Freeze Dried. If I get double Freeze Dried, I definitely die, I think. So we need to hope one of these kills. I think we double up into the Lapras. And I have to break through a confusion again, right? Sounds like I'm probably not going to be able to break through the confusion, if I'm being honest. I should maybe get Umbreon in while this Lapras is still asleep. It's probably better. Lapras takes half health. Don't wake up. Okay, freeze dry. Okay, it woke up into double freeze dry, I'm pretty sure. We eat the first one, and then Aurora Veil is like really, really not good for us. Okay. Cool. So this Lapras doesn't die, and I get freeze dried into this slot, so we definitely send in Magmar. And then we go for... Umbreon is just so... not doing great here. We go for another Wish. It goes for freeze dry into the Umbreon for some reason. Magmar eats it. Hail chips away a tiny bit. Now this bait's water move like almost guaranteed, right? The problem is I don't know if Thunderbolt kills. I definitely survive 1. I don't survive 2. I think Umbreon has to go for Snarl here, because I think he might be faster than the Walrein. He should be. Double into the Lapras should kill. Okay, Magmar handled it by himself. Walrein -1. Miss? Unfortunate. We eat the Hydro Pump because the berry. Umbreon heals up. This is a really difficult fight, actually. Losing Suicune there was really bad. I might lose another Pokemon because of it. Piloswine. Honestly, I think we sack Magmar. I think we just overheat the Piloswine because it kind of walls me a little bit. Overheat the Piloswine and then I'll Snarl it down to -2 and then we have a chance of surviving. That's the plan. Ooh, Overheat didn't take it out. Still small potential to live here. Hydro Pump could miss also. I definitely don't live if Hydro Pump hits, I don't think. Miss, 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 miss. Hit Umbreon? That's fine. That is fine. Hail stops, finally. We have to bring in Starmie and Scald the Piloswine. Actually, we didn't need to do that, but it's fine. Yeah. Scald Snarl. Hope we live a freeze dry. Dead to crit. Blizzard? That's fine. Okay. I think we're still fine, but this fight has been insane. I mean, this is obviously switch, right, to Muck. Muck needs to take a hit here, and then we Snarl, and the Pidgeot should die. Wipe time, question mark? No. But it's not good. The box was particularly bad for this fight exactly. Thunder Punch Snarl? Muck was better here. I should have used him more. I should have used the Muck the whole time until the Piloswine came out, actually. Oh well. That's fine. It's just 2 dead Pokemon when I only have like 3 encounters left. It's probably not a big deal. Okay. Well, I think it goes without saying that we have to purify the Blissey immediately. Especially after that nonsense that just happened there. Oh my god, I've had so many Pokemon die to weather effects. Both mine and my opponents. Alright, so Suicune Magmar, right? Rip. Triple Hurricane hit into Triple Confusion is pretty unlucky, I must say. But these things happen. Alright, what's the next trainer? One of the... I think it's this Xatu and Steelix one. Maybe. I don't know. There's only a few more fights until the Elite Four. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Fuck it, we ball. Let me just go purify this goddamn Blissey. I'm so upset. Actually, Blissey's like low-key better than Suicune. I feel like Suicune's like not that good, Copium? It only gets like Tailwind, Icy Wind, like all these really good support moves, and a setup move and Calm Mind. Like it's just really not, it's not a big deal. I should have used Rest that turn, I guess. It's fine, it's fine, it'll be fine. Alright, Blissey, you have to carry this run. There is now no other option. So I think I just Blissey Regirock through the rest of the game, hopefully, until I kill one of them. Probably in the next fight before the Elite Four, knowing me. You can do it, computer. I know it's been quite a few years, but you're hanging in there. What IVs are we looking at? 11 HP, 2 attack, 1 special attack, 19 speed, 22. Does this have 0 defense IVs? Oh, it's 31. Oh, okay. Not that it really matters. It's gonna get killed by a single defensive move or physical move anyways. Alright. Cool. I used Suicune in like 2 fights and it died. And I've used Umbreon in every single fight the entire game and I've kept it alive. Except for like maybe 1 or 2. Alright, Blissey. You're gonna have to carry us. Moonblast, Calm Mind. Foul Play, Soft Boiled? Wish. Interesting. Alright, Backpack. Bring us to the Elite Four. That Pidgeot was actually going off on my team. That's fucking crazy. Careful. Huge. Serene Grace. Big. Moonblast, Calm Mind, Foul Play, Wish. Sure. Not sure how I feel about the moveset. I think it's okay. Probably want Protect over Calm Mind. I kind of hate that move. And then I'm not sure about Wish or Soft Boiled. Also, might go with Icy Wind. Icy Wind is pretty good on this thing. What's the special attack like? If it's miserable special attack, then I'll go with Icy Wind. If it's decent, then I'll go Moonblast. It's actually decent, so I'll keep Moonblast. And then maybe get rid of Foul Play. I'm not staying in on any physical mons, right? So Foul Play is kind of useless. No? Nope, don't forget Moonblast, please. That's not it. Umbreon's toxic. I'm not sure if Soft Boiled or Wish is better. Wish is definitely more options for me. And then you have no item, so I probably give you a Citrus Berry. Because I think Umbreon is more deserving of the leftovers, if I'm being 100% honest. Wiki Berry. Alright. Speaking of berries, let's go to this old guy. We still have Prankster, which is really good. If Banette dies, my strats are pretty cooked, so. I'm gonna teach Taunt here to Banette, just in case I end up needing it, because it feels like it's gonna be better and better in the late game. And I can always just delete Reflect or Light Screen depending on which battle I'm going into, which one I need more. Just do Light Screen. Probably just gonna end up undoing that in a second, that's fine. Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Icy Wind, Protect, Yawn, Gunk Shot, Thunder Punch, Reflect, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, Taunt, Scald, Recover, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Wish, Protect, Snarl, Toxic. Sure. Sounds pretty good to me so far. And then Regirock, right? I thought about making a rule where I could come back and get one of these starters, but that's kind of lame. Alright. Or a Filter Regirock. That thing is not going to take any damage. I think that's fine. Although Regirock is not coming to the Snattle fight for sure. Alright, I'm gonna have to pee really quick in a second after I get these guys up to level. Alright, we have a physical tank, we have a special tank, we have a special sweeper, we have a muck, a prankster user, and an Umbreon. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we've got potentially Blaziken, Shiftry, Azumarill, Crobat, Cradily, Muck. Don't have the Muck because I have it. Majority physical, and then a Cradily. High jump kick, Blaziken. Play rough, Azumarill. Umbreon kind of gets dunked on this fight. Umbreon gets super dunked on this fight. Kill Shiftry, Azumarill, and then Regirock can handle the rest. Ancient Power, Power Whip, Cradily. Oh, this is gross. Okay. Is this a Togetic fight? Togetic does well against Blaziken, Shiftry, dies to Crobat potentially, and Cradily. I think we definitely bring it. Definitely bring it. Not sure what Muck does here, really. What is Starmie doing also? Starmie is probably fast enough to outspeed and Psychic the Blaziken, but I'm guessing the Blaziken's gonna go for Protect Speed Boost. We bring the Shuck. U-turn, Foul Play, Infestation, Leech Seed, and just like kind of stall on him aggressively. This is a good team. I think we bring Aerodactyl. I think we lead Aerodactyl, even. I think we maybe lead Aerodactyl Banette. And then I think we leave Blissey this fight because they don't have a ton of specials. Blaziken, Azumarill, and Crobat all physical. Power Whip physical too, I think. We leave Blissey here. Regirock probably comes. Does Togetic come? I think Togetic is fine. How fast is it? It's not the fastest. Aerodactyl definitely better for that. Aerodactyl needs Heat Wave or Acrobatics this fight, I think. And then I think we do bring Umbreon to the back as usual, just because he's old reliable. Right? What does Umbreon do? Umbreon actually does nothing here. It'd actually be detrimental if I brought it. It's kind of hard to know what to bring here. Maybe Marowak? Marowak finally comes to a fight, maybe? Marowak's okay. Ghost Fire. I don't know, this just seems like such a bad team. Blaziken, Shiftry, Azumarill. Aerodactyl deals with Blaziken, deals with Shiftry. Azumarill is a problem for it. Alright. So we're going to give Aerodactyl a Water Berry. and then that way if it gets hit by an Aqua Jet Azumarill, it'll already use its berry, and then that way Acrobatics still works properly. But I don't have a water berry, do I? I don't. So that's not gonna work. So I guess we're just switching in on off the Azumarill into Starmie probably. I have so many things weak to this Azumarill, which is kind of concerning. Whatever. Is Acrobatics not a TM? Nope. Oh, this fight's kind of scary. Alright, let's go. Togetic kind of handles the Azumarill. So we're leading... Oh, I didn't teach acrobatics, did I? No. Rock Slide is fine too, though, right? I think we would actually rather have an item in Rock Slide. Right? Yeah, I think I would prefer to Rock Slide and just King's Rock. Aerodactyl maybe dies. So we're leading Aerodactyl Banette. Seems somewhat strong. Okay. Almost there. Rest assured. Ooh, that was an optional trainer that we just skipped right there. Okay, I think there's another encounter in this room. This is the Pitfall room? No, not yet. It's next room. There's another encounter in this next room. Please let me on. That was such a bullshit. Joke, just kidding, it's in the next room. Also, I'm pretty sure there's nothing good in this room or worth grabbing, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Timer walls, not bad. Probably not great. Okay, here we roll another encounter. Let's get the old wheel out. Let's see. Encounter table, Pitfall Room, Xatu, and Golem. Xatu probably better here because I already have Regirock, but we'll take Golem. Okay. Golem. So next fight is probably the Xatu trainer. I think that's a safe assumption. So let's hope we're at Jamie. Lantern, Ursaring, Xatu, Steelix, Cloyster. Excuse me. Lantern, Ursaring, Xatu, Steelix, Cloyster. We're leading Bennett. Umbreon is good here. What is Shadow Combo? I feel like that's like some sort of Shell Smash thing. I think Reflect is more important than Light Screen here. We lead Bennett. And is Aerodactyl fine? Lantern was bad. Everything else is fine. Okay. So we switch on Lantern, everything else is fine, right? How far did I just go down? Jesus. Okay. I think this is okay. You guys don't have items. Give you a muscle band. Give you electric berry. Okay. Now we hope for the best. What item do you have? King's Rock, Wide Lens, EV Light, Aura Filter, Walkenberry. Okay. Alright, send it. Alright, Jamie. Cloyster Lantern. Okay, so I have to swap out here. Unfortunate. Lantern was like the worst case scenario, but then I potentially allow Cloyster to go crazy. The problem is it sees water and electric move. Electric move is fine, water move bad. I think Aerodactyl just has to stay in and potentially die, and go for a rock slide, and hopefully kill the Cloyster. Cloyster can protect. We Hypnosis the Lantern and hope we don't miss. Okay. Don't miss. Cool. Awesome. Flinch the Lantern. Flinch the Lantern. Flinch the Lantern. Flinch, 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 flinch. 30% chance. Cool. Okay. We need to do that exact same thing, but hit the Hypnosis this time. Cool. Cloyster is an absolute protect bot. And we missed again. Cool. Flinch again. Flinch again. Flinch again. It's never been easier. You've never flinched easier in your entire life. Ooh. We eat that. It's fine. We weren't even dead to crit. Yeah, we were. I outspeed and kill now, right? Yep, that's what I'm going with. Shadow Sneak onto the Lantern just in case I miss, maybe? Alright, cool, the Lantern died. Xatu comes out. And that's... We got Golem as the encounter, if I'm not mistaken, right? Rock Slide again. Shadow Sneak the Xatu. Oh, I'm so glad this Cloister decided to be an absolute bot for this fight. That's great. This should kill both, unless I miss and then get retaliated on. Am I dead? Clinch? Oh. Shadow Sky. We love when they use useless moves. Ursaring. So now I'm feeling like I switch to Regirock. And then we... Does this Ursaring have a dark move? No. Wait, it's supposed to be a Shadow Ursaring, allegedly. I think the documentation is off, therefore... I swapped with Aerodactyl, right? I went into Regirock, yes. And then I think I just... I want to Shadow Sneak, but if I get Dark moved into Banette and crit and it dies, then that's too bad. Cool. See ya. Wow, we just absolutely ate that. Steelix now. Great. High horsepower, the Steelix probably. And Reflect. Ooh, Woodhammer crit. Maybe dead to another crit from the Steelix as well, if he hits Regirock. That'd be like... Yeah, okay. That'd be absolutely crazy if that were to happen. Okay, Regirock swaps out here to Togetic, and then we go for Hypnosis on this Ursaring. No, on the Steelix. I hate shadow moves. Cool, we miss again. We're doing really great with that. He breaks my Reflect, kinda toxic. And then they set up their own, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's just a special defensive Reflect for Steelix. That's kinda cool. Not Reflect, Iron Defense. I think Air Slash just kills the Ursaring, if I'm not mistaken, and then we Hypnosis the Steelix, and hopefully don't miss and then die. Okay, we finally hit a Hypnosis. Fantastic. And then we miss. Woodhammer almost kills our Banette. Luckily we put the Steelix to sleep. Fantastic. Okay. Air Slash again. Swap to Starmie. Starmie should be fine. Lola Marowak was probably better there actually, because of the immunity. See ya? Yeah, Lola Marowak was better there. It's fine. And then Air Slash to potentially flinch if he wakes up, and then Scald. Or do I just hard swap the Togetic into Alola Marowak? It's probably better. This is just GG, I'm pretty sure. Alright, another fight down. Did something die this fight? It felt like something died this fight. Nope. Okay. Next fight is the Golem Trainer along with our encounter. I need to go heal really quick. Does this one bring me all the way back to the start? Huge. Oh my god, it's such a long way back. Oh, that middle platform right there goes to another place with I think a TM there, but I'm not gonna bother seeing what that is right now. I'm not taking any extra fights or potential fights. It is such a long track back to the heal. Holy fuck. Oh my god. It's longer than I thought. Is it in this room back here? Yes. Wow. What a run back. Alright, next fight is Golem Trainer, I think. Umbreon, Exploud, Swellow, Golem, Claydol, Ursaring. Swellow's kind of scary. I think we lead Aerodactyl with a Ice Berry, and then we lead Banette, as always. Aerodactyl, Banette. Okay. Aerodactyl, Banette. I don't know if Alolan Marowak comes. Is Umbreon good here? Yeah, Umbreon's good here, so we definitely bring him instead of Alolan Marowak. Okay. I don't know how we'll kill their Umbreon. We'll probably just Toxic it. It has Foul Play though. That's kind of scary, huh? Their Umbreon potentially kills Aerodactyl, actually. If they lead Umbreon and he uses Foul Play and I don't Rock Slide Flinch, that is a scenario that could get bad. But we'll see. We're not going to play for that. It's not going to happen. I have to lead Aerodactyl for the Swellow, though, because if the Swellow starts going and boom bursting all over the place and doing stuff, then it's just going to be bad. Yeah, should be fine. Famous last words. That chest in the middle right there is 5 rare candies, and considering I have like 900, I don't think it's super important. Alright, one more fight until Snattle. I have a vague idea of what I was going to do with Snattle, but then my Suicune died, so probably going to have to plan some more for that. I will get this item. Am I getting baited? Oh wow, Max Ether. Ooh. Thanks. Ooh, what's this? Oh, a full heal, so useful. Thank you. Send it. Alright, Miley. Golem, Umbreon. We did not want to see Umbreon here. We really didn't, if I'm being 100% honest. This is bad. I will kill this Golem and skip my encounter if it means not dying. Does it have Explode? No. It wants to Shadow Shake. This Umbreon probably sets up a Reflect for him. I think Umbreon's gonna go Reflect, actually. Do I Superpower the Golem? Iron Head is also super effective, I think. Let's see. We're gonna Iron Head the Golem and Reflect. Should be okay. Okay, super effective. The Umbreon does go for Reflect like I thought. Hopefully we flinch the Golem, that'd be cool. We don't. Oh, he used Shadow Barrier, which is Special Defense and Evasiveness. Okay. I think we're Yawning the Golem and Rock Sliding both of them, hoping for a cringe flinch, and we're Hypnosising the Golem because we can't Prankster the Umbreon. We missed. Unlucky. Flinch, please. I have King's Rock. Dark Pulse is fine. We don't want to see foul play. Yep, Dark Pulse is fine. Shadow Throw. I think that removes him from the field. Yeah. Regirock. I think that's actually fine. This Umbreon is like such a problem. I'm gonna Curse? No. Yeah, I'll Curse and then Hypnosis the Golem. Finally! Thank you. Could have been Dark Pulse into Banette. I think we live, but just barely. It was worth it going for the Hypnosis, in my opinion. Okay, so now... I think we can... We need to get Banette to safety, and then we're gonna click Rock Slide, switch to Umbreon. We're gonna Toxic this Umbreon with our Umbreon. Dark Pulse is probably fine. Could make me flinch, which would be annoying, I think. Golem wakes up and Shadow Shakes. That was a crit, and it did literally 0. Umbreon's gonna take significantly more from it next time. And Rock Slide hits Umbreon down a little bit more. We probably don't need to Toxic the Umbreon at this point. I think we just click Rock Slide again with Regirock, and then we go for a Shade Ball onto the... Oh, wrong one. Onto the Golem. Decent chance of captures here, because these balls have, like, ridiculously high capture rate. There it is. Dark Pulse is fine. Could flinch. We don't. Rock Slide kills, I think. Great. Nobody got foul played. That was great. Our Reflect is worn off. So is theirs. Exploud. So, Swallow's an issue. Swallow is kind of a problem. What does this Exploud want to do? It wants to Focus Blast either one of my Pokemon, which I'm not particularly comfortable with. Okay, we have to switch out Regirock into Togetic, and then we go for a Snarl with the Umbreon, reducing their special attack. Did that normal Swallow just use Shadow Sky? Interesting. We're getting real crazy with it now. Hyper Voice? Oh. Oh. That Pokemon sucks. That's crazy. It looks really cool. It's too bad. Okay. Thunderbolt the Swallow and Snarl again. Also, Swallow is so just dead to anything all the time. Feather Dance almost crashes my PC. Cool. Thunderbolt the Swallow, it's dead. Exploud's -2 now. It's gonna hit like even more of a feather than it already was. Wow. I mean, that Pokemon is just pathetic. Are you kidding me? Is it really that bad? Surely not. This Claydol's kind of scary. I think it can hit Umbreon kind of hard. I'm just gonna Roost Snarl. Better safe than sorry here. This is how Suicune died. Exploud -3. I don't think crit even does anything at this point. Claydol maybe uses Shadows. Oh, brings out the Focus Blast into the wrong target. This guy is just really garbage. Just pack him up, dude. Disables my Snarl, which is pretty cringe. Yeah, this is just Dazzling Gleam, and then Protect. Oh, I didn't know they had another Pokemon. Probably could have looked. Oh, there's the Shadow Ursaring. Okay, so there was a mix-up in the documentation. That is some good damage onto the Ursaring, at least. Pretty pathetic damage onto the Claydol. Alright, Dazzling Gleam again, and now is my Snarl... Nope, still disabled. I think Umbreon should be fine. I think I actually go for double protect. Easy. Now Claydol's gonna swing into the Umbreon with Analysis. Yep, thought so. Exploud's gonna come out and get one tapped by a Dazzling Gleam the following turn, and then I'm gonna Snarl Dazzling Gleam, and that'll be the fight. Great. And that was the final fight before the boss. Alright, now I need to do some planning and not go through that elevator, because I'm pretty sure I'm trapped once I go through. Alright. Let's get out of here. Oh, a revive. Wow. Alright, so I already have the first few turns mapped out for the next fight. We're leading Umbreon and Banette. Banette is going to... I think he always leads his Slowking. If not, it's fine. Banette is going to taunt the Slowking to prevent the Trick Room. And then Umbreon is going to Snarl them both down to -1. And then we'll go from there. I think that's a really, really solid start. And if they don't lead Slowking, we lead Light Screen instead of Taunt on Banette. Sounds solid to me so far. We'll have to see what happens. We lost a party member for this fight, which was Suicune. So maybe I bring Wailord instead. Oh no, I also thought about Pelipper to override their... Pelipper or Nosepass could be cool. Pelipper probably better. Both probably die in the fight, though. I mean, Nosepass is just so tanky, actually. We definitely bring Nosepass to override their Hail. And then... Okay, so we're not bringing Aerodactyl, there's no chance. We're not bringing Golem either, we don't need to Purify it. We're taking the Eviolite from Togetic, I don't think we're bringing it either. Glalie does not come, Snow Swallow, so Pelipper, we've decided you stay. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Was this the Snattle plan? Yeah, so we would Umbreon Burnett, Umbreon Snarl Burnett taunt the Slowking. If no Slowking, Light Screen. It's supposed to be King. Wailord maybe comes. Nosepass definitely comes. I don't know about Pelipper. Muck comes, we decided that. So I think we just need one Pokemon from here, and I think we decided Nidoking because of the swap. Right. Alright. Let's go check the team. Let's go heal the team also. Alright, so we're leading Bennett, Umbreon. We need Light Screen over Reflect for sure. Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, Taunt, Wish, Protect, Snarl, Toxic, Scald, Recover, Thunderbolt, Psychic. Reflect, Seismic Toss, Light Screen, Ancient Power. It does not need Reflect for this fight. And it also needs the Eviolite. I just don't think anything else really helps. Maybe like Thunder Wave, potentially. Slowking, Marowak, Porygon 2, Walrein, Articuno, Regice. I have nothing for the Regice. Am I gonna need to burn my whole team also? I need to burn Bennett, Umbreon, Starmie, at least. Okay, I have a lot more prep to do here then. Because we don't want to get burned, so we need to go into the fight. Well, we don't want to get frozen, so we need to go into the fight pre-burned. And the attack drop will not affect Umbreon, Starmie, or Bennett. Oh, it does affect Bennett a little bit, actually, but I don't think we super care about the Shadow Sneak damage here. Alright, teach Bennett Will-O-Wisp for the time being. How many times I have to teach you this? Listen, old man. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I can't prankster Will-O-Wisp my Umbreon. Jesus Christ. Oh man. I'm so silly. What a silly mistake. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Alright, there we go. Alright. Should I do it to nose pass as well? Nose pass does like no damage, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I can't Lewis myself, obviously. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I definitely don't want to do Nidoking because we don't want the attack drop. But what does Nidoking really answer in the... Oh, he has crazy attack, actually. That's probably fine. He needs Poison Jab or something. Although I'm not sure it matters against the team we're fighting. Thunder Punch is probably better than Thunder. Muck, maybe? Do we burn Muck? Probably not. We want him to do a decent amount of damage. Okay. And then I'll have to figure out a different way to burn Umbreon, I guess. Okay, this Pidgeotto is substituting just to take more time. I respect it. Alright, sick. Now we are successfully burned. Now all we have to do is not accidentally heal ourselves at the Pokemon Center. Because I have definitely done that. Okay. Step 1 complete. Step 2, burn Umbreon and burn Banette. Although... I don't know if we want to burn Banette. Because it's already going to be taking chip damage from the Sandstorm if I bring in Nose Pass. And that might just be enough to put it over the edge. Right? How is my Starmie not burned? Oh, it has Natural Cure. Damn it! Oh wait, that's fine for getting rid of the ice, right? Okay. We probably give it a Lumberry then, maybe? No, we just swap out if it gets burned. That's fine. Do they have Freeze Dry? Doesn't look like they have Freeze Dry. Starmie is relatively safe unless it's an electric move. So we're gonna give it an Electric Berry. Cool. Not sure how I feel about this team, to be completely honest, but we'll see if we can get it done. Let's level up to proper level. I believe Snattle is 64, right? Yes. Don't go to the Pokemon Center. Use your potions. Don't use your full restore either. Be very counterproductive to what we're trying to do. Alright. I think we're almost there. We need a light screen. I'm not sure about Shadow Sneak, but it's good against the slow bro. It might be okay. Umbreon's moveset is perfect. We do need a fighting move on Muck or Nidoking, probably Nidoking. Oh, Nidoking has superpower. Lowers abilities, which is unfortunate, but it should be a good enough move to get something done. We'd probably get rid of Bulldoze in favor for a single target move. And then we'll try to go teach Thunder Punch instead of Thunder. What type of berry does... You don't have one, I see. Do we have an ice one? Finding poison ground rock. Ice. Cool. Umbreon kind of needs to be burned. Yeah, Umbreon kind of needs to be burned. Can anybody else learn Will-O-Wisp here? I hate you guys. Alright. I mean, I have to do it. It's gonna take some extra time, but it must be done. So we're gonna put something that's not burned into the PC, because I think it heals it fully. Put Muck into the PC. Who can Will-O-Wisp? Probably this guy, right? I'm gonna go the same guy, just in case the other ones have, like, leveled up or something. I don't want to all of a sudden be trying to, like, fight an Alakazam and a Blastoise. Oh, this guy doesn't want to fight me anymore. I'm ugly. Okay, cool. Please be easy. Oh. I'm never gonna make it against this team. It's actually over. Alright, our Umbreon is burned. Now we can't get frozen in the Snattle fight. And now we just need to burn... We decided against burning Banette. We will burn Staryu, even though... Starmie, rather. Hopefully Natural Cure doesn't activate while I'm traveling. Just like walking around. Because I think if I keep it in for the rest of this fight, then Natural Cure should be fine. Alright, I think that's everybody that needs to be burned. Now we are good to go fight this guy. Just missing everything? Okay, dude, please. Guys. I wanna go to the end of the game. Okay. I'm getting pranked. Alright, hopefully Starmie does not get unburned. Okay, perfect. Now, we just have to switch out Marowak for Muck, I think. And then we're ready. Don't heal. Buy some potions to negate the burn damage. Okay. Late game, here we come. First member of the Elite Four of this type of game. There's not really an Elite Four of this game because you can heal through each battle and switch through each battle, but there's basically 4 bosses and then a final boss, so that's what we're going with. Just gonna make the trek all the way back up there. Should only take me about 30 minutes. And then I might do some more pre-fight planning right before we start, but we'll have to see. It's kind of lame how you always miss the bus here. I'm not a fan of that. Dude, okay, this is kind of a meme how far it is actually. It's literally like a Dark Souls run back. Almost there. Alright, so we start off with Umbreon Banette. We go Snarl into Light Screen or Taunt the Slowking. It's pretty much just completely steer from there. Did I burn my Banette? I did not, which is good, which means Shadow Sneak will do a little bit more damage. I've got a Wide Lens for more accurate hypnosises, hopefully. Don't jump scare me with a fight. Okay. Wide Lens, Leftovers, Walking Berry, Eviolite, Yachi Berry, Citrus Berry. Cool. Sounds good. Gunk Shot, Thunder Punch. You need Stomping Tantrum really quick. And then something with Sucker Punch would be decent. I almost want to teach Sucker Punch to Banette instead of Shadow Sneak, but I think Shadow Sneak's better. Not entirely sure. Alright. Let's hope we plan for this. And let's hope he leads Slowking, otherwise I'm going to have to do some interesting things here. Let's just double check. Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, Taunt, Wish, Protect, Snarl, Toxic, Scald, Recover, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Thunder Wave, Seismic Toss, Light Screen, Ancient Power, Sucker Punch, Super Power, Stomping Tantrum, Thunder Punch, Protect, Yawn, Gunk Shot, Thunder Punch. I don't know, this is our best chance, I think. Slowking wall rain. Wait, do I have nose pass? I have nose pass on me, right? I just got so nervous. Okay. He did lead Slowking. What does this wall rain want to do? Hold on, let me bring my notes up to the side so I don't ruin the fight. Alright. This wall rain... Blizzard, Aurora Veil, Hydro Pump, Hidden Power. He's gonna go for Aurora Veil. So what we're gonna do is kind of risky. Aurora Veil only works in Hail, right? Can only be used during hail or snow. Yes. Okay, so the plan here is we're gonna taunt the Slowking, and then we're gonna swap Umbreon into Nosepass and start to negate the hail. Sandstream goes up. Taunt the Slowking. It used Hydro Pump! Okay, that's fine. I was almost certain it was going to go for Aurora Veil there. That's crazy. Okay. Well, we're good there. Now this is always Light Screen. And this always baits a water move into the Nosepass, I think. Which we don't have an answer to now because we lost Suicune. Starmie is probably the best secondary answer. Really good start here. Hydro Pump miss again. Really good. Scald does nothing. I'm pretty sure this Slowking has Thunderbolt that it wants to hit Starmie with. And the Walrein does not have Freeze Dry, I'm fairly certain. So this is going to be Shadow Sneak Thunderbolt into the Slowking and it dies, I'm fairly certain. I don't think there's any risk there. Almost dies to just the Shadow Sneak alone. Alright, see ya. Hydro Pump does not do a lot, because it hits it into Starmie for some reason. These AIs are so, like, they're either the smartest thing ever or the dumbest. It's crazy. Alright, this almost... It just traced Prankster? Wait, I did not account for that. Now it has Prankster Recover. That's probably fine. That's really silly. Okay. Okay. I think we just Hypnosis this Porygon 2. And we hit Recover on Starmie. We got the Hypnosis out. That's really good. We have some breathing room here to slow down the fight a little bit. Hidden Power... Not very effective, thankfully. Did not tell me what the Hidden Power was on the documentation, so... Took a pretty big risk there. But I was under Light Screen, so could have been a bigger risk. I kind of want to keep Banette healthy for the rest of this fight. I think we can almost go into Umbreon here and be pretty fine with that. And Starmie is going to go for Thunderbolt onto the Walrein. Para? Nope. Hydro Pump is fine. It's not even rain boosted. Sandstorm goes away, so now we're all good there. Starmie's healthy, Umbreon's healthy. I can't get frozen. Umbreon's gonna start snarling down their opponent. A set-up move would be really insane right now. But that's fine. I guess we just take out this Walrein. Alright, Umbreon takes the Porygon 2 to -1 with this Snarl, which is really good. He still does have Prankster Recover, which is kind of annoying. Light Screen wears off, which is kind of scary, depending on who comes out next. Marowak. Marowak's like the only physical mon on their team. I think it just gets washed by Snarl plus Scald. Yep. See ya. Slow Pokemon have no place in this world. This Porygon 2 is -2. Tri-attack gonna do nothing, so I want to keep this thing on the field. I don't want to Snarl again, because then Porygon 2 will switch out. And it's at -2 right now, so it's not really doing a ton. Now, here's where the fight gets scary, actually. So, just kidding, I'm definitely gonna Snarl, because I want to get rid of Articuno's special attack. Oh, this is just so... This is gonna hit me so hard. I wonder if I just switch back into Banette here, but I don't have a clean swap. Because I need a light screen up right now. Anybody is going to get hit really hard by this Articuno. I think I just stay in and hit it with a Thunderbolt. Yeah, go for a Snarl Thunderbolt. It doesn't outspeed me, I don't think. I could recover. Recover may be the smarter play here. I went for Shadow Freeze, which you can't do because I'm frozen. Perfect. It should not be able to do that if I'm already burned. That's bad AI. But we take what we can get. Thunderbolt into Starmie does nothing because of the Walkin' Berry. So, no more get out of jail free card to the Thunderbolt. Starmie is probably dead to Thunderbolt crit by the Porygon 2 now. But I think we risk it, and we just go for a Thunderbolt into the Articuno. We really need to get this thing off the field. Also, I forgot to roll my encounter, actually. But I am not going to try to capture anything this fight. Too scary of a fight. Skipping my encounter. Shadow Storm, thank God it misses it, because it does 1,000,000 damage. Regice is scary. Does Regice have Boom? Regice does not have Boom, but it has Shadow Giant, which sounds like it's going to do 1,000,000 damage. Even Umbreon is kind of, like, weakish here. I'm going to go for a Wish on Umbreon, and I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt this Articuno. If Starmie dies, it's done really well. It needs to get one of these legendaries off the field. Alright, cool. See ya, Articuno. Hopefully this Regice does something really stupid. Like Shadow Freeze or something? Yep, alright, perfect. Literally perfect. No idea why it's going for that. Don't care. It literally should not be able to, but that's fine. I'll take it. Oh, so it traces Filter this time, which is way better than Prankster. So this is Protect, obviously, and it's going to Thunderbolt into Starmie here. We get a free switch into... what's his name? Also Starmie heals the burn, which is fine. 100% sees Thunderbolt here. Shadow Freeze into Nidoking is bad. I did not account for that. Nidoking should have had a Lumberry. First adversity in the fight. I think this Porygon is Ice Beam? Blizzard. Porygon probably wants to Blizzard here. Umbreon Toxic, this Regice. We need to get it on a timer. I don't feel like swapping out into anything here. I reduced the first Ice move, but I probably don't live to the Regice move. I think we just go into Nose Pass. Override the Hail. Toxic into Regice, sets it on a timer. Porygon Recover is perfectly fine. I'll Toxic you too for all I care. Alright, this is just Snarl. I mean, I can just play this super slow from here on out, I think. We're just gonna Snarl and then click Seismic Toss onto the Regice. Thunderbolt. It keeps going for the Shadow Freeze. Don't know why. Maybe I made that happen by being burned already. Maybe it's some sort of glitch with Gen 3, like XD, where if it sees your status, it will always go for a status move or something. I have no idea what's happening with this Regice, but don't care. It's Freelo. Regice dies to Snarl plus Sandstorm if it doesn't die. Or, and Poison, right? Yeah, it's dead. I win. Thunderbolt does nothing. Shadow Freeze. Seismic Toss into Porygon does decent damage. Regice dead. And Snattle is pretty much gone as well. Umbreon is so good. Such a stupid Pokemon in this game. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, so this thing's gonna like recover over and over and over and over again. That's kind of annoying. I could just Toxic it. Maybe it just won't use it. Copium. Oh, I outspeed and kill. Oh, just kidding, it's gonna recover again. Huge. Huge. Oh, went for Thunderbolt. What an idiot. Did it see, like, Thunderbolt crit, maybe? Alright, Snattle. Smilia. I might not even take any encounters for the rest of these fights. It might be too dangerous to risk a Pokeball for any turn. Alright. Eldis is next, by the looks of it. He's up there. I can't take this elevator down. It's bait. There's a trainer here that will fight me if I go down that elevator. Which is not the scenario we want to deal with currently. So I'm going to go all the way back. And heal. Nobody died, correct? Yep. All good. Just one unfortunate freeze that we accounted for, but did not put a Lumberry for. Alright, what is the next fight? I'll put this back over to the main screen, because it's not in the middle of a fight now. Next, I think, is... This is if you go down the elevator. Shuckle, Blissey, Wheezing. Cringe. Okay. So Ardos is next, I believe. And he has Wailord, Manectric, Metagross, Zapdos, Lantern, Kingdra. This is gonna end our run, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so there's one thing that we can do to help, actually. Let's look at the final two fights and see if Aerodactyl is gonna come first. Aerodactyl does not come to this fight, I don't think. Does he go to Eldis? Good against Charizard, good against Ninetales, good against Moltres. Regirock is also, though. I think Regirock is just as good here. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade our Aerodactyl for a Meganium, because I think we really need a Grass type for this fight. Let's go to Duking in Pyrite Town. So Aerodactyl has served us very well, though, I must say. And while I would love to try to rock slide flinch my way to victory throughout the rest of the game, I feel like I've gotten too lucky already. Oh look, this is the little nerd that tries to fight you if you take the elevator, by the way. I think I wiped to that before. I was full tilt when I wiped to that fight, actually. Remember we had HMs like fly to get around places really fast? They should bring those back. Oh, wrong way. Duking's over here. God, what's good? What a good soundtrack. What a good game. What a good area. You're right. My fault, Duking. I do need my King's Rock. Thank you. What a king. Thank you, Pterodactyl, for the wins. Be shiny, Bayleaf. Aw, you're so lame. Thick fat? That's so good. Alright, this Bayleaf is actually really good. Time to use a million rare candies on it. Oh, we don't use Heal Bell. Oh. We're almost there. Almost. Just about. Very close now. So, how about airline peanuts? This has been the longest level up process of my entire life. We're almost there, though. Pretty solid HP on the Meganium. Alright, now we're gonna go plan out this next fight. I should probably do this in Mount Battle, so I can see what moves Meganium can remember. Excuse me, sir. Bulldoze, Good Rain, Leech Seed, Synthesis, Heal Bell, Leaf Storm. What are the IVs looking like? Or like, what's it looking like on a notice? First glance. Very defensive, decent special attack. Above average? It's about the same as Umbreon. It's pretty below average special attack in all honesty. So there's probably just going to be like a tanky piece of shit that we try to keep around for a long time and stall out other Pokemon with. So we're going to go like Leech Seed and stuff. Already knows Leech Seed. Knows Leech Seed, Synthesis. We probably just teach it Leech Seed, Synthesis, Giga Drain, Protect. Oh no, it needs Spore. Do we teach it Protect? Synthesis, Spore, Leech Seed is not the strongest move. We definitely get rid of Leaf Storm for Giga Drain and then get rid of Synthesis for Protect. Is Leech Seed that good here? I don't know. This is actually a pretty solid moveset as it is. And I think we give you a Aura Filter if I have any. If I have one, I will give it to you. Yes, Pelipper, you are not getting the Aura Filter. Unworthy. Pretty sure Blissey comes here. This is a rain team, right? We definitely bring Burnett as always. We bring Umbreon as always. We bring Starmie. Nosepass is not coming. I don't. And then I think we do bring Nidoking. Because he can switch out of the electric moves, right? Wailord, Manectric, Metagross, Zapdos, Lantern, Kingdra. Half of his Pokemon are Shadow Pokemon, which makes it hard to plan for. What does he want to lead? Let's look at his team. He probably wants to lead Wailord for the rain, would be my guess. And then I think Kingdra has Swift Swim. That's really gross. This Choice Specs Manectric with Volt Switch is also concerning, to say the least. I think we are going to need Nidoking to deal with it. Nidoking deals with it perfectly, actually. I think I have to bring Nidoking. I have Thunder Punch. Manectric might have Lightning Rod. That's another thing. Have to bring Starmie. Have to bring Bennett. Have to bring Umbreon. Probably bring Meganium to wall out most of the things. Blissey walls out pretty much their entire team, I think. If we can get rid of the Metagross and the Manectric, Blissey can just go crazy. We probably teach her Thunderbolt. Or Thunder? No, Thunderbolt's safer, I think. Thunderbolt, we're gonna be in the rain quite a bit. I don't think Icy Wind is gonna be necessary here. I think we'll only go for it on Blissey though. We're not gonna push our luck on Staryu as well. And then we give a Electric Berry here. And then Meganium. Only move that can really hurt Meganium here, I'm pretty sure, is like an ice one. Ice Punch. Ice Punch or a Shadow move. She already has Thick Fat, so I think we're gonna give her a Dosha Berry. Do I have one? Yes. Or do we want the Aura? No, you want the Aura Filter instead. That's way better. Alright. Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, Taunt. Is Taunt relevant here? We don't want the Kingdra using Agility. No, Taunt's not particularly relevant here. Let's see if Banette can get something better. Maybe you Pain Split, actually, instead? Or Skill Swap. What does Skill Swap do? Probably nothing. Good Pain Split. Pain Split over Taunt, I guess. Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, Taunt, Wish, Protect, Snarl, Toxic, Scald, Recover, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Beach Seed, Spore, Synthesis, Giga Drain, Moon Blast, Wish, Protect, Thunder, Sucker Punch, Superpower, Stopping Tantrums, Thunder Punch. I think this is a solid team. Now, what is the exact plan here? Manectric is the worst lead for us, by far. I'm assuming Wailord Kingdra? But I really don't know. Metagross is the only physical. He's kind of scary. I don't really have anything for him, do I? I guess Umbreon deals with the Metagross and maybe Banette. I always have Spore also. Do we just lead... Would it be crazy to lead Umbreon Meganium? I think Umbreon Meganium is actually a pretty strong lead here. Maybe we even lead Banette Meganium. And we go like Light Screen Spore. That sounds pretty good, actually. I don't know if that we need Umbreon out right away. Snarl helps, but Light Screen is better. Yeah, I think we're gonna go Banette Meganium. We got Aura Filter, Ride Spockenberry, Leftovers, Weaky Berry, Yachi Berry. Cool. Looks pretty good to me. Main thing here is we need to get rid of the Manectric. Although if it locks itself into Choice Banded Volt Switch and we have Nidoking out, that's perfect. Although we could also bring Alolan Marowak with Lightning Rod and completely decimate that thing. The only problem is then it dies to a water move in one hit, more than likely. I think this team is fine. I'm just gonna full send it into the boss when we get there. I think I unlock a PC and Pokemon Center at the top of this when I finally beat this guy. It feels like Gorigan should be next, but I think it's, oh wait, what if Gorigan is next? I don't think so. That would be really bad if he was. That's not what the order is. We're gonna go with the order, and I'm not gonna psych myself out. Let's get this item, just in case. Oh no, I can't. I have to pitfall down to it. Okay, just kidding. It wasn't important. Alright. Please be Eldest and not Gorigan. That would be bad. Or Gorigan, however you say his name. Now, quick postulation here. Doesn't matter. Okay. Send it. Let me move the moves to the other side again to keep this battle nice and clean. Alright, Ardos. Let's see it. Lantern Magnetric. Interesting. Okay, this Magnetric wants to Volt Switch me. It doesn't have a... It probably wants to Volt Switch Banette particularly. And then Lantern wants to use a Shadow move, probably Shadow Wave. This is gonna be Giga Drain the Lantern. Maybe we go for a Light Screen before we go for Hypnosis. Way less risky. Volt Switch, unfortunate. Take no damage. I was for sure that would be into Banette. The AI is kind of bad in this game. I'll be the first to admit it. There's the Drizzle coming in. Shadow Wave is doing nothing. We're in good shape. Giga Drain hits the Lantern, does about half health. Not terrible. This Wailord wants to Scald or Reflect. Maybe Thunderwave. It probably wants to Scald or Reflect. I think that's fine. I think we just leave this Wailord in, and we focus down the other side the rest of the fight. This Wailord has a Wiki Berry also, so we're gonna Leech Seed it potentially. Or I could just go for Spore onto the Lantern. I'm gonna go for Spore on the Lantern. No. I'll Leech Seed the Wailord, and then I will go for a Hypnosis onto the Lantern. And we hit it. Wide Lens is super good. We hit the Leech Seed also into the Wailord. That's going to keep us nice and healthy throughout the course of the fight. Rain Boosted Scald does nothing to Meganium. Again, they should be attacking the Banette. I don't know what's going on here. Fine with me. Meganium. So I want to keep the Wailord alive for the most part. I'm just going to Giga Drain the Lantern again. And then I think we can just Shadow Sneak it as well. Get the guaranteed kill. Probably could have swapped something better in here. Okay, Lantern's dead. Rain Boosted Scald. Hits Meganium again. I don't know, they got real beef with the Meganium for some reason. The AI is being a complete bot at the moment. Electric again, so this is Volt Switch guaranteed, and it's going to outspeed me, and it uses Intimidate. That's fine, I'm pretty sure. We're going to Spore whatever comes in from the Manectric slot, I guess. And then I'll go for a Pain Split on the Manectric. Or Hypnosis it, actually. Did I go for Spore or Hypnosis? Am I stupid? I did. That's fine. I'd rather guaranteed hit one. We actually got it to sleep before it switched out, which is good. So now we're gonna focus down the Manectric and try to see if we can get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, this Wailord's just doing nothing, so this is perfect. This Warlord's a really weak pick for this team. It should at least have, like, Water Spout or something. It's got a really weak moveset. Scald. Crit Scald does nothing, no burn. Light Screen wears off. Rain stops. Meganium heals. This is just Giga Drain the Manectric once again. Use a Light Screen this time. Manectric dead. Wailord Reflect finally goes up. Metagross. Okay, so this Metagross wants to... I don't know what it wants to do here. Oh, it wants to Ice Punch my Meganium, it looks like. So we're just gonna Spore it. And we're gonna Shadow Sneak it, I think. Wow, big damage there. Uses Bullet Punch instead. I don't know what's with this AI right now. Oh, I mean, that did a pretty good amount of damage, actually. That's fair. No Rain Scald, not gonna do anything. Could burn. Did not burn, still fine. Wailord proc does Wiki Berry, I guess. Banette kind of has to switch here, it's kind of just doing nothing and sitting there. Can I Leech Seed this Metagross? That'd be really good if I could. And then we're gonna switch to... anything but Blissey, basically. No. Umbreon's the best here. Metagross evades the Leech Seed, unfortunately. It's fine now. Scald does nothing again. Burns me, which is probably fine, actually. They still got a Zapdos in the back. And a Kingdra. I really need to get rid of this Metagross. Snarl. Wow, I am doing nothing to this thing. Alright, we got the double Leech Seed going here. Scald does nothing again. This Wailord is such a pushover, kind of a disappointing fight, actually. I mean, I want to keep this Wailord in as long as possible because of how little it's doing. I have no way to kill this thing. Just go for Giga Drain on Metagross, I guess, and Umbreon. Swap to... I don't know if I want to bring in Nidoking just yet, but I think it'll be okay. One of the only answers to this Metagross, so... Oh, he wakes up. I don't think that does anything. Decent damage, actually. We are doing less than nothing to the Metagross. It's kind of walling us a little bit. I think that was my Light Screen. Leech Seed is able to do something to it at least, which is nice. Spore the Metagross again, 100%. And then... Thunder Punch Wailord? Like, I don't want to take a water move here. What does Metagross use on me? Probably like Zen Headbutt or something? Zen Headbutt, yeah. I'm pretty sure I outspeed Metagross with Nidoking Copium? Is this just a bad switch-in. I think I'm gonna switch back to Umbreon. I feel like I'll lose a Pokemon if he stays in. I think it was just a bad switch. Yeah, I take another Bullet Punch here. If it were to crit, I might be dead there. Put the Metagross back to sleep. Let the Leech Seed chip damage take it out. We're not trying to win with honor, we're trying to win at all costs. That's a big thing to remember here. Wailord down. Zapdos comes in. Should be fine. Ooh. Leech Seed the Zapdos maybe, and then Snarl it. Definitely need to reduce its attack before it one-shots me. This is probably not going to do a ton, just because Umbreon has Filter, and Meganium has the Aura Filter, both of which reduce Shadow Pokemon attacks, which is good. Okay, it's at -1 now. Umbreon getting paralyzed is actually kind of bad. Okay, so this is Giga Drain into the Metagross. It definitely dies to the Leech Seed after that. And then I think we Snarl again with Umbreon. Or maybe just go for a Wish here. We'll go for Wish in case we get full Parrot or something. Giga Drain, gonna be enough to clean up Metagross after the Leech Seed 100%. We get the Wish out successfully, so we're gonna get healed next turn no matter what. We take out the Metagross very slowly and methodically, and Kingdra is the last Pokemon, or Manectric is also left, actually. Kingdra. So, agility is bad here, everything else is probably fine. And we're using Spore on it. And we're gonna Snarl with Umbreon again. That should not do a ton unless it crits me. It actually did a lot without crit. Okay, Umbreon is now paralyzed and confused. Shadow Burst lowers its special attack by 2, so that's really good. It's basically Draco Meteor. And now it's sleeping. Umbreon does not hit through the Paralyzed Confusion, but we do get the Wish, so he's good there, and that's why we use Wish. Okay. Just Synthesis and Snarl. That's gonna do quite a bit of damage. Meganium's all good now. Umbreon does not manage to hit through the Paralysis and Confusion again. Meganium is big chillin'. Giga Drain onto the Kingdra and a Snarl. Hope Umbreon hits through another Confusion. Okay, so now both of them are confused. I guess that's the equivalent of Hurricane. Okay, I'm just getting fully hacked to death by this Zapdos. Good thing we were in such a winning position before this thing came out. I mean, just keep going for the same stuff until we hit it. We're not in danger of dying in any shape or form, I don't think. Although it'd be cool if I could hit a single move. Oh my god, man. This is such a meme. Really good thing I had such control over this fight, or I would be cooked right now. Shadow Switch, that's Volt Switch equivalent. Does not do a ton. Switches into Manectric. Kingdra wakes up. If this is crit, I might die. Okay, we're good. That was actually really scary. Crit was really bad there. I hit the Synthesis through the Confusion. So we're hitting just enough moves to not die, basically. I could just swap out, but I feel like I'm in an absolutely fine place. Yeah, last Pokemon. We're just gonna try to Spore it, and then Snarl. I mean, if that thing uses it again, it's at -6. It's not really gonna do anything the rest of the fight. Sleeping once again. Umbreon snaps out, snarls it once. It's at -5, I think. And now this is Giga Drain, switch to Starmie. Meganium does not do a lot of damage, but Leech Seed is putting in a lot of work. Thunderbolt should maybe get us out of here. Oh, I forgot it's not super effective, because Kingdra's the stupidest type of all time. Crit is bad. We're good. This Kingdra's at like minus a jillion. I just have to risk one more crit on this Kingdra. Psychic was the best move there, actually. Oops. I wouldn't get crit because I picked the wrong move, would I? That would have been so funny. So deserved, to be honest. Alright. 2 of 4 completed. Dun 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 dun. Alright. We are finally to the room. Alright, not sure if I should go ahead with Gorigan as well. I'll do Gorigan as well. And then there's one fight in between Eldis. Tyranitar, Cacturne, Aerodactyl, Donphan, Flygon, Registeel. This should be free. This should be super free. So we just bring Regirock, and then we win. Obviously not going to be that easy, but also kind of. Water is good against this entire team as well. Meganium is... Meganium's not great. But Spore is so strong. I also... Cacturne... kind of scary. I need to go to the bathroom again really quick. I'll be right back. Been drinking a lot of coffee and water this morning. Ooh. Okay, I'm back. Blissey definitely doesn't come because they're like basically all physical. Wailord probably comes to overwrite the sand. Regirock comes because he's a physical tank. Umbreon always comes because he's the GOAT. How do we get rid of this Registeel? Do we bring Marowak? No, this thing just dies to like every single thing on the other team. If it lives a hit though, there's potential. It's got 181 defense. Oh wait, we have Nose Pass too, huh? Nose Pass is pretty good. Nose Pass is probably coming. Ancient, or sorry, Seismic Toss kills Registeel. Meganium's not bad. So Meganium gets hit super effectively by Cacturne and Aerodactyl. That's really not terrible. Starmie is just really solid here. He probably leads Tyranitar and something else. We always bring Banette, we always bring Regirock. Wailord is like the weakest here, I think. But it also boosts Starmie's Scald. Will-O-Wisp might be an option here as well. I think you stay, actually. Alright, Focus Blast. Starmie? Starmie does not learn Focus Blast. That was my plan for the T-Tar. What's the T-Tar plan? Meganium kind of handles it. Banette needs Reflect over Light Screen. And then over Pain Split, I think we go Will-O-Wisp. Alright, so the plan here is to basically make one of their Pokemon completely unusable with Banette at the beginning of the fight, and then maybe we can Spore down the other one and start getting set up with other things. Starmie is going to need a Ice Beam this fight over Thunderbolt. What does Wailord do exactly? Body Slam, slack off of Water Spout, Eon. Water Spout is pretty strong against this team. And by really strong, I mean once the Cacturne is dead, it just absolutely decimates the team. Cacturne is kind of scary. What do I do against the Cacturne? I don't have anything for this Cacturne. Ice Beam? But then it also gets Giga Drained or Seed Bombed. Cacturne is kind of a problem. I can't Will-O-Wisp it, I can't Hypnosis it. We need an answer to the Cacturne. Nidoking. God, I hate this Cacturne. Wait a minute. Are you? Wait a minute. How slow is Wailord? Is Tyranitar faster than Wailord? Tyranitar is 61 speed. Wailord has 60. It'll be close. That's gross. That's really gross. I should underspeed them. Should. And then maybe we go Swift Swim with this guy, but he dies to like one rock move, I think. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try a really stupid strategy that I shouldn't be doing at this point in the game whatsoever. I'm super ready. Reggie needs superpower for sure. We'll do it over Curse. Aqua Jet, Water Spout, Air Slash, Heal Bell. This needs to be Ice Beam. And I think we get rid of Aqua Jet. Can you learn Thunder? Of course not. Focus Blast? Wailord can... No, it's not worth. Sludge Bomb, perhaps? Do you learn anything useful? Hurricane, I guess? And then I think it does learn U-turn, actually. Okay. The plan, currently, is to lead Wailord and Mantine. I should be slower than the Tyranitar, hopefully. Therefore, my Rain will go second, overriding the Sand, meaning I get access to Swift Swim on Mantine, meaning he's the fastest thing on the field. In which case, Water Spout should hopefully do some interesting things. That is the plan. Let's run it. Wait. Cacturn lead is really bad. Actually, no, it's not. I just Hurricane it, right? I think we go Ice Beam over Body Slam on Wailord also. Wait, is Gorigan not already here? Oh, I see. I didn't trigger the cutscene. That's my bad. So I gotta go here. This guy says, "You're not nearly good enough to fight me yet. Get out of here." Loser. Alright, cool. Now this is the Gorigan fight for sure. Ice Beam, Slack Off, Water Spout, Yawn. U-turn, Water Spout, Hurricane, Ice Beam. Reflect, Shadow Sneak, Hypnosis, Will-O-Wisp. Wish, Protect, Snarl, Toxic, Iron Head, Rock Slide, High Horsepower, Superpower, Leech Seed, Spore, Synthesis, Giga Drain. Let's run it. Not super confident in this team. Gorigan's not that hard. I'm mostly worried about the Cacturn, the Tyranitar, and the Registeel. Everything else should be okay. Tyranitar, Donphan. Okay. This Donphan is gonna want to Rock Slide me. The Tyranitar wants to use a Shadow move. It only has Shadow moves. So I'm pretty sure I clicked double Water Spout, not gonna lie. Wow. Okay. Water Spout number 1. Success. Aerodactyl. Now, he's pretty fast. We gotta watch out for that. Okay, now this thing might have Storm Drain, right? I'm almost positive it does, as a matter of fact. So we're gonna Ice Beam the Aerodactyl, and we're going to Hurricane the Cacturn. We did get outsped, even through Swift Swim, which is not great. I should live this move because of the Rock Berry. Oh, I avoid it because I'm just better. Easy. Cacturn should die. Great. This Mantine is actually being really nichely good currently. He maybe dies to this. Nope. Freeze? It's okay, I don't need it. Who's next? Registeel, it seems. What's he want to do? Probably Sickness or Barrier, I would guess. I think I can just click double Water Spout again. Or I probably Yawn the Registeel. And, or no, I should slack off here because I'm going to get hit by a Rock Slide. And then I'll Water Spout if I don't get flinched. Weaken it with the Berry. We were dead to crit there, unfortunately. Water Spout hopefully does decent damage. Could be worse. Wailord flinches, unfortunate, he might die. He lives, and the Aguav Berry goes insane. Flygon comes out, which is a pretty scary Pokemon, I'm kind of worried about it. Wailord probably switches to Umbreon. Umbreon can probably take whatever it's going to throw at it, and then we go for an Ice Beam on the Flygon and one-shot it, fairly certain. Ooh, Extreme Speed? Extreme Speed crit kills. Okay. Gonna have to pivot a little bit. This is the only fight Mantine was good for anyway, so this is completely fine. He was actually okay for the firefight too, but this is fine. This is Banette then? And we're gonna go for a Snarl plus Reflect, I guess. Next turn is Will-O-Wisp onto the Flygon. I decided not to roll my encounter for this area because I wanted to just get through the fights. I thought it would be too risky. I might roll the last encounter, maybe, but probably not. I'm probably just going to try to get through the fights. Rain stops. This is Wish and Will-O-Wisp Flygon. Alright, we burned the Flygon. That's great. Wish, so Umbreon's good next turn no matter what. Analysis hurts Umbreon, but he's fine with Protect into Wish. And then Banette's kind of just sitting on the field doing nothing at this point. I think we can go for a Hypnosis on the Registeel, maybe? Shadow Speed into Umbreon and it misses. Avoids the Hypnosis. Umbreon gets doubled into. Could have died right there, potentially. Disabled, no more. This is just Snarl and then Hypnosis onto the Registeel again. There we go. Finally got there. Shadow Agility. This Flygon is now outspeeding every single thing on my team. But it's burned, so I'm not super worried about it. I think Umbreon switches here. It's just not doing anything. Regirock is probably fine, and then I'll start Shadow Sneaking down the Flygon, I guess. Flygon avoids, uses another Agility, which raises Evasiveness too, which is kind of scary. Could get hacked to death, maybe. This is going to be Superpower into Registeel, I'm pretty sure. And then we're going to Reflect. Wow. Regirock is a fucking tank. Holy shit. Superpower into Registeel. Almost dead. Nearly got there. Flygon still burned. Can't really do anything. This is going to be a Rock Slide and then Shadow Sneak onto the Flygon. Another big damage from the Flygon there. And then this should probably KO both, I'd imagine. Oh no, we missed one. That's fine. Alright, this is going to be Rock Slide, Shadow Sneak. I miss again, but it gets killed by Burn. It's fine. Okay, I think there is a middle fight between the next admin. Charizard, Rhydon, Torkoal, Tropius, Miramax, Viper. It looks like a pretty free fight, actually. Besides the Survivor. Scary Survivor. Okay, we lost Mantine. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Loss right there. Next fight is Charizard, Rhydon, Torkoal, Tropius, Marowak, Viper. So that is mostly special. I'm gonna bring Blissey. Once we get rid of the Marowak and the Rhydon, we're good to send Blissey in and wall everything else. Meganium kills Rhydon. I need an answer for the Viper. Probably gonna be Starmie. Regirock is a pretty good answer into the physical ones. Wailord, probably. Wailord could stay to turn off the sun, but I don't think it's super necessary here. We definitely bring Starmie. We're probably leading Umbreon Banette as always. And this team in the back is probably pretty solid. The only thing I don't have a super good answer for is the Tropius. But it doesn't really do a ton to me either. And then the Spinette is gonna lose Reflect for Light Screen, I think. Okay, should be okay here. Will-O-Wisp kind of useless into their team. Will-O-Wisp is exactly useless into their team. Meganium doesn't do great here, actually. Meganium is kind of bad here. Bring Pelipper. We can sack a Pelipper and not feel bad about it right now. And then Pelipper will have... Do any of them have electric coverage? No. So Pelipper's gonna have the anti-rock berry. Okay. This should be okay, I think. I should probably heal myself, huh? That'd probably be okay. Shuckaberry Torkoal, Pashoberry Rhydon. Interesting. Yeah, this is light screen Snarl, and then pivot from there, pretty much. We're gonna get rid of Hydro Pump for Scald. This is not the time to be dying to silly stuff. I'm actually gonna Surf. Oh wait, sorry. There we go. Alright, this should be okay. He's pretty underleveled, so it's not the biggest deal of a fight. This Marowak sees Shadow Bone into Banette. Worst case scenario, Banette could die. We don't switch to Blissey. I think we switch to Regirock. And we Snarl. We eat those. Snarl into Marowak almost kills, that's really good. And I think we outspeed him next turn as well. Flare Blitz, Sun boosted Flare Blitz, I think. Yeah, the Charizard did have Drought indeed. Okay, so we're going to Rock Slide and Snarl, I'm pretty sure. What is this Marowak gonna do? Doesn't matter, it dies to Snarl, right? And then Charizard almost always dies to Rock Slide anyway. Missed a Will-O-Wisp. Oh, I missed the Marowak. Now it's gonna be between Regirock and Marowak speed. Wow, this Marowak is so slow and useless, that's crazy. Get wasted. What's level cap here? 65. No, it was 65. We're on 67. Okay. Tropius Solar Beam is what it's looking like. So we go into we might bait Hammer Arm too. I think we go into Banette here and use a Snarl. I'm expecting the Hammer Arm from the Rhydon. And we switch into a crit Solar Beam. That is really bad if Banette dies there. Pretty good chance for it too if it gets hit by literally anything. Oh, Fire Punch. No burn and I'm good. Whew. Okay. What move do they see now? Rhydon sees random move, Tropius sees random move, both into this slot. Probably. I think it has to be Pelipper. He's the most sackable in case something bad happens. Also overrides the sun, which might turn off Tropius's chlorophyll. Oh! Oh my god, I turned off the solar beam. I'm so genius. Completely forgot about that for a second too, that's so funny. Goes for another fire punch. We're good. We hit the 1 in 25 best case scenario. 1 in 25? No. 1 in 4. This is Hurricane onto the Tropius and pray that it dies. And another Snarl, potentially killing Rhydon. Did this Tropius just Solar Beam again? I think I glitched it out. Pretty sure I glitched out the Tropius, but we'll take those. Because it Solar Beamed at the beginning of last turn, and couldn't use it because I overrode the weather. We eat that Stone Edge because of the berry. Seviper comes out. So I'm pretty sure we outspeed the Seviper. I think we go Surf here. If Pelipper dies, it's fine. And then Umbreon is going to switch to... What does the Seviper see? The Seviper sees Sludge Bomb. Is Blissey Fairy? Blissey's not Fairy type, we're good. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm gonna switch into like Hammer Arm or something and my Blissey's gonna die, right? Oh, I surfed, that's right. Okay, I just had a heart attack for a second. Wow, that is a lot of damage onto the Seviper. Rhydon dies. See ya. Torkoal overrides the rain. Cheeky. We're gonna protect because I don't want him to die. This Torkoal sees Solar Beam. I don't think it could see anything else. We're gonna Moonblast it and hopefully reduce its special attack. Not that that really matters, I don't think. We don't get the attack drop. Uses Overheat on the Umbreon, goes down to -2, so it pretty much just can't do anything now. We're gonna hit it with a Toxic and start using Moonblast. Keep using Moonblast, rather. There we go, we got the special attack drop. I think I just put it to -6 right here. Alright, all good there. Might as well go for a Thunder. Alright, Torkoal is probably dead if I hit the Thunder. There we go. Nice and easy. The next fight is Eldis, who has Shiftry, Charizard, Ninetales, Moltres, Camerupt, Exeggutor. Cringe. We have to bring a Weather Setter. Absolutely have to bring a Weather Setter to override. It has to be Rain too to weaken the Sun. So the question is, do we bring Wailord because it can potentially kill Shiftry? Sorry, do we bring Pelipper because it can potentially kill Shiftry, or do we bring Wailord because it's just generically tankier and better at this point in the game? We bring Wailord. Mantine is actually good for this fight too. It's kind of unfortunate that it died, but it's probably fine. So Wailord gets brought. Its biggest weakness is Leaf Blade by Shiftry. Shiftry is kind of scary. It probably has Chlorophyll, so we need something that can outspeed and one-shot a Shiftry. I mean... Pelipper's kind of slow is the problem. Oh, Swellow. Swellow outshoot. Oh, actually, yeah, Togetic is better. We'll give him the Eviolite. Are we bringing Blissey? They have one physical... Maybe two? Looks like just one, so we're definitely bringing Blissey. We probably bring Regirock. It's just good into everything. Starmie's also very good. I think Wailord is fine over Starmie here. Am I bringing Nosepass? No, I'm getting his Eviolite, that's right. Alright, I'm pretty sure Lvl Cap is 67 now. Yeah. This team is pretty tanky and ridiculous. I should be pretty good here, I think. Alright, so we're leading off this fight. Light Screen, Snarl, and then depending on what they do, we swap in our Drizzle if we need to. Right? Sound good? Or he probably always leads Charizard, which is faster than Wailord, so I'm probably fine to lead you, actually. I think leading Wailord is perfectly safe here, and also the right call. I think we lead Wailord, and we lead Togetic, and we go from there. Alright, I think this should be okay. Biggest issue is this Shiftry at the beginning. Hopefully he leads the Shiftry and Charizard. Anything else, it'll be kind of weird to play with, but I think we should be okay. I think. Let's go. Yeah, I think I get another Aura Filter here before I fight this guy, actually. Oh, no. Initiated the cutscene. Alright. Oh, I'm so close. Last Elite Four member. Charizard Exeggutor. This Charizard is using Heat Wave. Guaranteed. Drizzle goes over the sun. This is just Water Spout Air Slash. Heat Wave gonna do nothing to anybody. Yep. Burn would be fine, but not ideal. We're fine. Kill this. Exeggutor super tanky, but flinches and probably dies to water boosted Water Spout with full HP, I would guess. So yeah. I'm not gonna roll any of these encounters either. I'm not gonna risk trying to catch a Pokemon and losing something here. I don't think anything would be game-changing. I don't think I would bring any of these Pokemon to the final fight. Maybe Exeggutor, but probably not. Shiftry should get outsped and killed here by Air Slash. Dazzling Gleam also super effective, maybe better. I don't think Dazzling Gleam can miss. So we're gonna go with that. Ooh! Shiftry outspeeds and crits me. If you use that on Wailord, Wailord probably died, but the NPC is giving me a ton of breathing room to work with here. I think they just pick 50-50 one of the Pokemon. Oh, they got the sun back out from Ninetales. I just noticed that. Moltres comes out. Wailord less effective here because of the sun. Togetic kind of in a little bit of trouble here. Probably gets outsped and hit by the Moltres. This Ninetales is gonna go for Snarl or Confuse Ray, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Protect. We're going to switch into Umbreon or Blissey. Blissey is just the right call here, I think. Less risk. Blissey is almost no risk to switch into. Umbreon doesn't really have any either, but I think this is still better. Snarl, -1. So Wailord's at -1, plus the 50% reduce from the sun, so he's not going to do much. This potentially confuses somebody. Hopefully no confusion. We did not get confused. This is not going to do a ton, I don't think. Quarter health to both. Could be worse. Wailord just kind of sucks here now. I need to yawn the Moltres probably. And then... I still have Thunder and not Thunderbolt. That's unfortunate. We're gonna go for Thunderbolt, or Thunder on the Moltres, rather. I'm at -2 now, which kind of sucks, but we're gonna yawn down something. The Ninetales is using my super OP Snarl strat. Shadow Blaze is a good amount to Wailord, to be completely honest. We hit the Thunder. Oh my god, did we crit the Moltres? Let me watch that back. That was insane. We had to have crit the Moltres, right? Alright, so Ninetales falls asleep this turn. Camerupt comes in. Wailord's in a really bad spot. I think it can slack off though. I think it has a little bit of room. And then we're gonna Wish with Blissey. I'm at like -1,000,000 special attack. Wailord perfectly fine again. Shadow Blaze, so this is probably going to swap into Umbreon. Umbreon can take a Shadow Blaze pretty easily, I would suspect. Ninetales finally falls asleep, so Wailord going to switch into Umbreon. Blissey going to go for a Thunder onto the Ninetales, I suppose. Not going to do anything, but I don't want to double switch. Ninetales still asleep. Hit another Thunder. For, I think, actually 1 damage. Shadow Blaze, no burn. Sunlight fades, so we're good again. So this is going to be Snarl and then switch to Wailord, probably. That's kind of greedy. I don't need to. I am going to switch to something, though. I probably have to switch to Wailord, actually. I don't think Wailord comes to next fight, so he can get sacked here if he needs to. Ninetales -1, Camerupt -1, should be good to do anything now. Shadow Blaze, hits Umbreon, doesn't really do much. This is going to be Snarl and Water Spout, I think. Even though I'm kind of low health, I think it still hits hard through the rain. Probably kills Camerupt because he's -4, right? Or 4 times weak, rather. Ninetales gone. Camerupt gone. Alright. And that was it. I don't think I'm gonna do the last fight of the run today. I think I'm gonna leave the finale for tomorrow. I've been streaming for a while. I probably want to be super fresh for the finale. I want to probably plan it out quite a bit as well in my head. Let's go ahead and get the last few items and then see what we're working with for the finale really quick. I got one more Aura Filter. That's definitely going to be utilized because I believe he has a team of 6 Shadow Pokemon in the second fight. So yeah, we made it through the Elite Four. All we have left is the champion Lvl. Feeling pretty good. No, Alex, that was the Elite Four. I don't know when that comment was, though. I have not been looking at the chat. Only thing left is the boss. That was the Elite Four. But I think I'm going to do Lvl tomorrow. I feel like if I go into it now, I'll definitely lose. Let me show you what we're working with. His first team is regular Absol Steelix, Exeggutor, Lantern, Alolan Marowak, Altaria. Then we fight XE001. And then we fight Shadow Salamence, Shadow Slacking, Shadow Alakazam, Shadow Dragonite, Shadow Snorlax, and Shadow Tauros. And you do get healed in between all 3 fights, I believe. But if one of my Pokemon dies in one of the fights, then I cannot use it for one of the other ones, and I need to swap out to it if it gets forced out into battle, for example. So this is the Pokemon we have to fight Lvl. Meganium, Shuckle, Alolan Marowak, Pelipper, Starmie, Golem, Nosepass, Swellow, Glalie, Muck, Nidoking, plus... Oh my god, I'm sorry. Wailord, Togetic, Regirock, Blissey, Umbreon, and Banette. So, that's what we've got to work with the next time. If anybody watched, thank you. I'm gonna plan for the champion over the course of the next day or two, and then hopefully next stream we win. I'll go ahead and save, get out of here. One more fight is all it takes. Alright.